The centuries pass, empires fall, but some shadows never disappear. What if I told you that there are records of a man who should have been dead for centuries, but continues to appear throughout history without aging? A being shrouded in mystery, crossing eras without leaving concrete traces, yet always resurfacing as a living legend? In this video, we will dive into the enigma of the Count of Saint Germain and explore whether he could be the ultimate proof of the existence of a true immortal vampire. Throughout the centuries, mysterious figures have appeared and vanished without explanation, raising doubts. Were they merely ordinary men, or something much older and far more dangerous? Stay until the end, because you will discover unprecedented accounts and historical documents that may unveil the secret of what could be the oldest vampire in the world. Are you ready to face the truth? His name echoes like a whisper among scholars of the occult and lovers of the unexplained. The Count of Saint Germain was a man of aristocratic appearance who moved among the European courts of the 18th century without ever showing signs of aging. Accounts from the time describe a gentleman with refined speech, possessing an unusual knowledge of history, science, and alchemias if he had lived through the ages. The first documented appearance of Saint Germain dates back to the court of King Louis XV of France. There, nobles and intellectuals were intrigued by the mysterious stranger who seemed to know precise details of historical events that had occurred centuries before his birth. He claimed to have met figures such as Jesus, Cleopatra, and even Napoleon, which, of course, would be impossible for an ordinary man. But Saint Germain was never considered an ordinary man. Another detail that fueled rumors about his true nature was his peculiar behavior. He never ate in public and avoided prolonged exposure to the sun-2 habits that, over time, began to spark more sinister suspicions. Could he have been a master alchemist, a time traveler, or something even darker, a vampire, doomed to wander eternally through the shadows of history? However, if the Count of Saint Germain had been merely an eccentric, the story would have ended there. But the mystery only deepened when, even after his supposed death, he continued to be seen for decades, always with the same appearance. Are we facing the greatest hoax in history, or the ultimate proof of the existence of an immortal being? The year was 1784, when the Count of Saint Germain was officially declared dead. However, one disturbing detail marked this event. His body was never found. Unlike other nobles of the time, he had no tomb or any reliable record of his passing. For many, this was the end of his story. But, surprisingly, it didn't take long for new sightings to begin surfacing. Just a few years after his supposed death, several prestigious figures claimed to have encountered Saint Germain in Europe. He was reportedly seen in Germany, described having the same youthful appearance as always. Some accounts indicate that he continued to display vast knowledge of history and science, as if time had left no mark on him. What's even more unsettling is that his presence wasn't limited to the 18th century. During the 19th century, travelers and scholars mentioned a mysterious man with identical characteristics to the Count of Saint Germain, appearing at different historical events. And the legend extended even further. During World War II, German officers reported encountering a man who claimed to have personally known Napoleon and who, coincidentally, matched the description of the immortal Count. Faced with so many reports, a chilling theory began to gain traction. Could it be possible that Saint Germain never actually died? Or did he simply adopt new identities to continue walking among mortals without being discovered? If he truly were a vampire, it would explain his lack of aging and his strange disappearances whenever he was questioned too much. But he wasn't the only case of unexplained immortality. Saint Germain may be the most famous case, but he is not the only enigma in history. Throughout the centuries, various individuals have been associated with immortality and vampirism, sparking speculation about their true nature. Among them stand figures such as Lord Byron, Gilles de Rais and Jacques Saint Germain, each surrounded by mysteries that defy logic. Lord Byron, the famous British poet, was always enveloped in a dark aura. His fascination with the occult and his strikingly pale appearance gave rise to rumors. His personal physician, John Polidori, wrote The Vampire, a story that many believe was inspired by Byron himself. Was he merely an eccentric, or did the rumors conceal something far more profound? Another chilling case is that of Gilles de Rais, a French nobleman and former comrade-in-arms of Joan of Arc. After his official death, his legend took a macabre turn. Reports indicated that he performed dark rituals and gruesome experiments, possibly in search of immortality. To some, his execution was nothing but a ruse, and he continued to roam the shadows, becoming something beyond human. But perhaps one of the most intriguing cases is that of Jacques Saint Germain, a mysterious man who appeared in New Orleans in the 19th century. He shared the same surname as the Count of Saint Germain and exhibited the same strange habits. He never ate in public and only drank red wine. When his apartment was investigated, it was discovered that his bottles contained not wine, but human blood. Coincidence or evidence of a vampiric lineage? There are countless reports that challenge rational explanation. What connects all these stories? Could they be echoes of the same being crossing the ages under different names? Or is there a secret society of immortals living among us, hiding their true nature? The search for immortality has always fascinated humanity, and few themes are as intertwined with this desire as alchemy. The alchemists of antiquity believed in the existence of an element capable of granting eternal life, the legendary philosopher's stone. Saint Germain, with his vast knowledge of chemistry and transmutation, was frequently associated with this ancient secret art. Historical records indicate that the Count possessed advanced alchemical skills. It is said that he could transform base metals into gold, create tinctures that cured diseases, and even develop elixirs that prolonged life. On multiple occasions, he claimed to have discovered the secret to preventing the decay of the human body, knowledge that kept him young while those around him aged. But if the philosopher's stone were real, why do only a select few seem to have access to it? Some occult researchers suggest that immortality is not a gift, but a curse sealed by forbidden pacts. Saint Germain himself allegedly hinted that he had made an agreement with forces beyond human comprehension, allowing him to live through the centuries but at an unknown price. If this is true, we are not merely dealing with an enigmatic historical figure, but with a secret as old as civilization itself. Could Saint Germain have been using alchemical knowledge to extend his life? Or was alchemy merely a smokescreen to conceal his true nature? If he were a vampire, it would explain his obsession with secret formulas and his refusal to consume common food. The centuries have passed, empires have fallen, and new powers have risen. But the legend of the Count of Saint Germain has never completely faded. On the contrary, modern reports suggest that he may be closer than we imagine. In various parts of the world, witnesses claim to have encountered a man identical to the Count of Saint more than 200 years after his supposed death. In the 20th century, the renowned theosophist C.W. Leadbeater claimed to have met Saint Germain alive, working behind the scenes of political and social events. More recent accounts mention a mysterious aristocrat present in elite European circles, always described as a man with refined speech, a penetrating gaze, and an enigmatic aura. He never ages, never fully identifies himself, and always vanishes before anyone can investigate him thoroughly. Some theories suggest that he may have infiltrated secret societies and occult orders, such as the Illuminati and Freemasonry, using his influence to manipulate historical events. Some believe that he continues to shape governments, industries, and even modern technology, hiding in plain sight. If these reports are true, Saint Germain has not only survived time, he has adapted to it. Could he have become an eternal observer of humanity, pulling the strings of destiny without ever revealing his true identity? But if that is the case, one question still remains unanswered. What is his true purpose? Was the Count of Saint Germain merely an alchemist, a brilliant fraud, or the oldest vampire in history? The truth may be hidden among lost documents, disconnected accounts, and legends that refuse to die. But one thing is certain. Throughout the centuries, the figure of this mysterious immortal has never completely vanished, resurfacing in different eras and places as if time held no power over him. If Saint Germain truly discovered the secret to eternal life, then he may still be out there, watching, waiting for the right moment to reveal himself once again. Or perhaps he never left the shadows, subtly manipulating humanity in ways we could never imagine. And now, I leave the question to you. Was Saint Germain simply a man with advanced knowledge, or an entity that defies the very concept of mortality? Have you ever heard of other figures who could be hidden vampires? Leave your comment below and share this mystery with those who need to hear this story. And if you want to keep exploring the world of shadows and the supernatural, stay tuned to the channel because the next video may reveal even more disturbing secrets.